Imagine being given a sword so sharp and strong that it can cut through anything: stone, steel, or even a person's spirit. With that sword, you could protect those you love, build something great, or cause serious harm. Now here's a surprising truth. You already have something just as powerful as that sword. It is not made of metal or fire. It is made of sounds, your words. Words have incredible power. They can heal a broken heart or hurt deeply. They can lift someone out of darkness and give them hope, or push them further down into sadness. Words can open doors that have been closed for years, or shut doors forever. Yet most people speak without thinking. They throw their words around carelessly, as if they were nothing. But what if you could learn to control your words? What if every sentence you said was strong and meaningful? That would turn your words into a weapon, not a weapon to harm, but a powerful tool to shape your life and the lives of those around you. Let's discover how to unlock this hidden power. Chapter 1. Words Shape Reality. Think about this for a moment. Every great leader, every wise teacher, every inspiring speaker, all had one thing in common. They knew how to use words. Words were not just sounds to them. Words were tools. They understood that words have the power to change minds, to give hope, and to move people into action. Words are not just empty noise. They are seeds that grow into thoughts, habits, and actions. Imagine you wake up in the morning and the first thing you say to yourself is, "Today is going to be terrible." Even before you get out of bed, your mind starts searching for proof. A little traffic on the way to work feels like a disaster. A small mistake at work feels huge. Someone's careless words feel like an attack. Your whole day becomes colored by those first words. You see only problems, and your words have made them feel bigger. Now imagine the same morning, but you say to yourself, "Today I will look for something good, even if it's small." Your day may still have challenges. There may still be traffic, mistakes, or unkind people. But your mind is looking for good things too. You might notice a kind smile from a stranger. You might feel grateful for a cup of tea or coffee. You might see beauty in the sky or the trees. The day feels different. Not because the world changed, but because your words changed your focus. Words do not just describe reality. They help create it. When someone says, "I can't," they close a door in their mind. It becomes harder to even try. But when someone says, "I will," or "I'll try," they open a door. That door leads to new effort, new ideas, and sometimes unexpected success. Even before any action happens, words start building a path in the mind. And where the mind goes, actions usually follow. This is why people who succeed often speak differently. They rarely say, "I'm failing." Instead, they say, "I'm learning." They do not say, "It's over." They say, "I'll try again." These words do not magically remove problems, but they keep the person moving forward instead of giving up. Over time, this makes all the difference. It is not magic. It is a habit. A habit of choosing words that build rather than break. Think of words as the first bricks in the house of your life. If you choose strong, positive words, you build a house that can stand against storms. If you choose weak or negative words, the house becomes fragile, easy to break. Words shape thoughts, and thoughts shape actions. Actions shape your life. In this way, a simple sentence you say to yourself can quietly direct the whole path of your day, your month, and even your future. So the next time you feel tired, afraid, or hopeless, listen to your words. Change them. Say, "I will try," instead of "I can't." Say, "This is a challenge," instead of "This is impossible." These words are small, but they have great power. If you control your words, you control your thoughts. And if you control your thoughts, you can slowly, quietly, but powerfully begin to control your life. This is the real power of words. They help you shape your own reality. Chapter 2. Silence is also power. It might sound strange at first, but sometimes the most powerful words are actually no words at all. In many moments of life, silence can speak louder than any sentence. We often think that to be strong, we must always have something to say. But true strength is not always in speaking. Sometimes it is in knowing when not to speak. Think about the last time someone insulted you or spoke to you with anger. Your first reaction might have been to answer back with more anger, to defend yourself, or to say something that would hurt them too. But what would that have solved? Most likely, it would have made the situation worse. In moments like this, silence can show real strength. By staying silent, you show that you are not controlled by your emotions or by the words of others. Your silence can say, "Your words cannot hurt me," more powerfully than any angry reply. Silence also protects you from regret. When we speak in anger, we often say things we do not truly mean. We speak quickly, without thinking, and our words fly like arrows. And like arrows, once they leave, we cannot take them back. Those words can hurt people we care about, damage relationships, and create pain that lasts much longer than the moment of anger. Silence gives us a chance to pause, to think, and to choose whether speaking will help or harm. Imagine words as arrows in your hand. You do not shoot every arrow you have. You choose the right moment, the right target, and the right reason. Silence is the space that lets you decide. It keeps you from wasting your arrows on battles that do not matter. Silence is not weakness. Many people believe that staying silent means you are afraid or that you agree with something wrong. But this is not true. Silence, when chosen wisely, is a sign of control and calm. It shows that you are the master of your words, not their servant. You choose when to speak and when not to. This choice itself is power. The next time you feel the urge to say something hurtful or angry, stop for a moment. Take a deep breath. Count to 5 slowly in your mind. During this pause, ask yourself, will what I want to say help the situation? Will it hurt someone? Will it build something better or break something important? These simple questions can guide you. Often you will find that saying nothing is better than saying something you might later regret. Silence can also give space for understanding. Sometimes, when you stay silent, the other person keeps talking and reveals something you didn't know. Sometimes, silence makes the other person reflect on their own words and actions. In this way, silence is not empty. It is full of listening and learning. Remember, there is a difference between silence out of fear and silence out of strength. Silence out of strength is a choice. It is the decision to wait, to listen, and to speak only when your words can make a positive difference. In a world where everyone rushes to speak, silence becomes rare, and because it is rare, it becomes powerful. Use this power wisely. Let your silence protect you, guide you, and sometimes speak louder than words ever could. Chapter 3. Words are mirrors. Have you ever noticed how the words people use often reveal what is really happening inside them? It is almost like their words act as a mirror, showing what is in their heart and mind. A person who often complains usually has a negative view of life. They might say, "Nothing ever goes right," or "People are always against me." These words show us that they see the world as an unfriendly place, full of problems and unfairness. On the other hand, a person who often praises others and speaks kindly usually sees the good in life. They might say, "That was kind of you," or "I'm grateful for this chance." Their words reflect a mind that is open, hopeful, and thankful. Your words are a mirror of your mind, too. If you listen carefully to the words you use every day, you can discover what you truly believe about yourself and the world. This mirror does not lie. It shows your habits of thinking. If you find yourself often saying, "I can't," "I'm unlucky," or "I'm stupid," these words reflect doubts, fears, and a lack of belief in your own strength. They show that you are seeing yourself as weak or powerless, even if you do not mean to. But here's the good news. This mirror can help you change. When you notice your words are negative, you can start to replace them. Instead of saying, "I can't," try saying, "I can try." Instead of "I'm stupid," say, "I'm still learning." Instead of "I'm unlucky," say, "Things will get better." At first, these new words might feel strange or false. You might think, "I'm lying to myself." But really, you are not lying. You are choosing to see yourself and your life differently. You are training your mind to notice hope and possibility instead of only problems. This does not mean you must force yourself to always say, "Everything is perfect," because life is not always perfect. It is normal to feel sad, tired, or worried sometimes. But you can choose words that help you keep moving forward rather than words that keep you stuck. For example, instead of saying, "This is impossible," say, "This is hard, but I can try." Instead of, "I always fail," say, "I failed this time, but I will learn and try again." These small changes in words create small changes in thoughts. Over time, those small changes add up to a big difference. If you want to know what is happening inside someone else, listen to what they talk about most. Do they speak with kindness or anger? Do they focus on problems or solutions? And if you want to know what is happening inside yourself, listen to your own words. Your words will show your deepest beliefs, even the ones you do not notice. Think of your words like the reflection in a mirror. If you do not like what you see, you do not break the mirror. You clean it, polish it, and change what stands in front of it. By changing your words, you change your mind. And by changing your mind, you slowly change your life. In this way, words do not just reflect who you are, they help shape who you become. So watch your words carefully. Use them to show the person you want to be, and step by step, you will become that person. Chapter 4. Speak less, mean more. Many people think that speaking a lot means being powerful. They believe that if they keep talking, they will sound smart, strong, or important. But the truth is very different. True power does not come from speaking all the time. It comes from speaking wisely. It comes from knowing when to speak, what to say, and when to stay silent. Think of the people you respect most. Maybe it is a teacher, a parent, a leader, or a friend. Often you will notice that these people do not talk without reason. They listen carefully and speak carefully. When they do speak, their words feel important. You pay attention because you know they do not speak just to hear their own voice. Their words feel heavier and stronger because they are chosen with care. This shows an interesting truth about words. When you speak less, people listen more. Your words become rare, and rarity creates value. Just like gold is valuable because it is rare, your words become valuable when you do not waste them. If you talk all the time, your words may lose their weight. People might start to hear only noise, not meaning. Here is a simple habit that can help you speak less, but mean more. Before you speak, quietly ask yourself 3 questions. Is this true? Is this helpful? Is this necessary? If the answer to all 3 is yes, then go ahead and speak. But if the answer to any question is no, it may be better to stay silent. This habit helps you avoid speaking words that might hurt, confuse, or waste time. It trains you to speak words that have real purpose. For example, imagine you hear gossip about someone. You might feel the urge to share it. But if you ask yourself, is this true? You may realize you do not really know. Is this helpful? Probably not. It might only create pain. Is this necessary? Again, no. In that moment, silence is wiser. By choosing not to speak, you protect yourself and others. In this way, your words become like gold coins. You do not throw them into the street carelessly. You keep them safe and give them only when they can do good. Your words become gifts, something that can bring comfort, hope, or understanding to others. Speaking less also gives you another gift. It helps you listen more. When you are not busy planning what to say next, you can truly hear what others are saying. You can understand their feelings, their needs, and their ideas. This makes your words even wiser when you do choose to speak. Remember, speaking wisely is not about being silent all the time. It is about choosing your words so they matter. One short sentence that is honest, kind, and clear can be stronger than 1,000 careless words. Over time, this habit will change how people see you. They will see you as thoughtful and strong, someone whose words are worth hearing. And even more importantly, it will change how you see yourself. You will feel more in control, calmer, and wiser. So speak less, but mean more. Let your words carry weight and value. In this way, your voice becomes not just louder, but truly powerful. Chapter 5. The Power to Heal. One of the greatest and most beautiful uses of words is to heal. Words may seem small, but they can bring hope where there is despair, light where there is darkness, and courage where there is fear. They may not change the facts of a situation, but they can completely change how someone feels inside. And sometimes, that makes all the difference. Think for a moment about the last time you felt truly sad, lonely, or defeated. Maybe you had a bad day at work, a fight with someone you care about, or you simply felt tired of life's struggles. Now think about the moment someone said something kind to you. Perhaps they said, "I'm proud of you," or "You'll get through this," or even a simple, "I'm here for you." Those words did not erase your problems. Your challenges were still there, but somehow you felt stronger. Those kind words became like a gentle hand helping you stand up again. Your words can do the same for others. They can heal wounds that are not visible. A simple thank you can make someone feel seen and appreciated. "I believe in you" can remind someone of their own strength when they have forgotten it. "You're not alone" can bring comfort to someone who feels completely isolated. These words may feel small to you, but to the person hearing them, they can feel as powerful as medicine. We often think that helping others requires big actions. We imagine that to truly make a difference, we need to give money, change laws, or do something dramatic. But the truth is, sometimes the quietest acts, like saying a kind word, have the deepest impact. You do not need to be rich, famous, or powerful to help someone. Your voice is enough. Try this as a small daily practice. Every day, say something kind to at least one person. It could be a friend who looks tired, a family member you see every day, or even a stranger who serves you food or helps you at a shop. It could be as simple as, "I appreciate what you did," or "That color looks good on you." Watch what happens. Often you will see their face soften, their eyes brighten, or their posture lift. Those few words can change their day, and maybe even their life. Even more surprising, notice how this practice changes you. When you speak kind words, you train your mind to see good things in others. You become more patient, more understanding, and more connected. Your own heart feels lighter because kindness flows in both directions. It heals the person receiving it and the person giving it. Kind words do not cost anything. They take only seconds to say. Yet their value is beyond measure. They can restore broken hope, repair hurt feelings, and inspire people to keep going when they want to give up. In a world that often feels rushed, competitive, and harsh, kindness stands out. It becomes a light in the darkness. And you have the power to carry that light with you wherever you go. So remember, your words can be used for many things: to explain, to ask, to argue. But among their highest purposes is this: to heal. Use them for this purpose often. It takes so little effort but means so much. Each day, choose to let your words become gentle medicine for those around you. In doing so, you not only help others heal, you help yourself grow into someone even kinder, stronger, and wiser. Kind words may be simple, but they are never small. They truly are priceless. Chapter 6. Words can build bridges or burn them. Words are like fire. Fire itself is neither good nor bad. It depends on how it is used. When used carefully, fire can cook food that keeps us alive, warm our homes in winter, and bring people together around its comforting glow. But when used carelessly, fire can destroy homes, forests, and even entire communities in moments. Words work in the same way. They have the power to create warmth, connection, and love, or to create pain, fear, and distance. Think about the friendships and relationships in your own life. Many of them likely started with kind words, a compliment, a shared story, or a moment of laughter. Over time, words of honesty, appreciation, and encouragement made those relationships stronger. But sadly, many friendships and even family ties break because of words spoken in anger or frustration. Sometimes, it is not even words that are spoken, but words that are left unsaid. A person who never hears, "I love you," or "I'm proud of you," might start to feel unseen and unloved. Silence, in these cases, can burn just as much as cruel words. If you want to build strong relationships, you must use your words to build, not destroy. This does not mean you should never speak honestly about problems or disagreements, but it means choosing your words with care, even in difficult moments. It means remembering that words can either build a bridge or burn it to ashes. Small words can make a big difference. Saying "I'm sorry" when you are wrong shows humility and respect. Saying "thank you" when someone helps you shows gratitude and makes them feel valued. Saying "I appreciate you" before it's too late reminds people that you notice and care about them. These words may seem simple, but they can keep a relationship alive, even during hard times. At the same time, you must be careful to avoid words that burn. Insults, even said in anger, can leave scars that last for years. Lies, even small ones, can slowly break trust until it is completely gone. And unkind jokes, even if meant to be funny, can hurt deeply, especially if repeated over time. Once these words are spoken, they cannot be taken back. They live on in the mind of the person who heard them, sometimes replaying again and again. Remember, it often takes years to build trust, but only seconds to destroy it with careless words. Trust is like a delicate bridge between two hearts. Each kind word, each honest apology, and each gentle conversation adds strength to that bridge. But each cruel word, each lie, and each silence where love should have been can damage it, crack by crack, until it finally breaks. Building bridges with words is a daily practice. It means noticing moments when someone needs to hear kindness. It means speaking up to say, "I'm here," or "I understand," instead of staying silent. It means forgiving and asking for forgiveness. And it means remembering that words do not need to be long or fancy to matter. They only need to be true and kind. In the end, your words are always building something, either a bridge that connects you to others or a fire that burns those connections away. Choose carefully. Use your words to build bridges of trust, love, and understanding. And when you feel anger or hurt rising, remember, words can burn faster than you can ever rebuild. So speak with care and let your words bring people closer, not push them away. Chapter 7. Control starts inside. You might ask, how can I control my words when I'm angry, tired, or deeply hurt? It's a fair question because in those moments, it feels almost impossible to stop words from spilling out. But the answer is simple, though not always easy. You must first control what is inside. Your words come from your thoughts and emotions. If your heart and mind are full of anger, fear, or hate, your words will naturally carry that same energy. They will sound sharp, harsh, or unkind, even if you don't mean them to. Imagine your mind as a cup. If it is filled with dirty water, negative thoughts, and heavy emotions, then when it spills, what comes out is dirty too. But if your cup is filled with clean water, calm thoughts, understanding, and kindness, then even when it spills, what comes out is much gentler. This is why the real work of controlling your words starts long before you speak. It begins with calming your inner world. One helpful step is to pause and take deep breaths when you feel strong emotions rising. When you're angry or anxious, your breathing often becomes quick and shallow, which makes your body feel even more tense. Slow, deep breaths send a signal to your body that it is safe to calm down. Even just counting to 5 as you breathe in and out can help you gain a few precious seconds to think before speaking. Another powerful habit is practicing gratitude. Every day, try to notice and silently appreciate small things. A friendly smile, a meal you enjoy, or the feeling of sunshine on your face. When you train your mind to focus on what's good, it naturally becomes calmer and less quick to anger. Gratitude is like adding clean water to your cup. Over time, it slowly pushes out the dirt. Spending time alone is also important. In quiet moments, you can listen to your own feelings and thoughts without anyone else's noise. You can ask yourself why you feel angry, hurt, or sad, and often you will discover that your feelings come from deeper fears or old wounds. Understanding these feelings helps you respond with words that heal rather than words that harm. Of course, all of this takes practice. It is not something you can master in a single day. You will still have moments when you speak out of anger or frustration. That's normal. The goal is not to become perfect, but to become better step by step. Each time you notice your emotions and choose calmer words, you are training your mind to handle the next challenge a little better. In the end, control outside always starts inside. A calm heart leads to gentle words. A thoughtful mind leads to careful speech. And a spirit filled with gratitude leads to words that comfort rather than hurt. This kind of control is quiet, but it is powerful. Over time, it shapes not only how you speak to others, but also how you see yourself. So when you feel the urge to speak out of anger, pause. Take a breath, look inside and ask what is really happening in your heart. Remember, the calmer your inner world, the kinder and wiser your words will become. Control starts inside, and that inner control becomes the strongest kind of power you can have. Chapter 8. Words and your future. Your words do not only matter for today, they quietly shape your future. Every sentence you speak about yourself and your dreams is like planting a seed. Over time, these seeds grow into thoughts, habits, and actions that can either help you move forward or keep you stuck up where you are. Think about how you talk about your own future. When you say things like, "I'll never make it," or "I'm not good enough," you plant seeds of doubt and fear. These seeds often grow into hesitation, lack of confidence, and missed chances. Without realizing it, your words become part of the reason you hold yourself back. The more often you speak these negative words, the more you begin to believe them, and the more your actions start to reflect them. Now imagine using different words. Instead of saying, "I'll never make it," you say, "I will keep trying until I do." Instead of saying, "It's impossible," you say, "It's difficult, but possible." These words do not magically remove the challenges in your way, but they do something just as important. They keep you moving forward instead of giving up. When your mind hears hope and determination in your words, it starts to look for solutions instead of excuses. Over time, this makes a real difference. Think of your words as seeds in a garden. Negative words are like planting weeds. At first, they may seem harmless, but they grow quickly and take over everything else. They choke the good plants, leaving the garden empty and lifeless. Positive words, on the other hand, are like planting flowers and fruit trees. They may grow slowly, but with care and patience, they fill the garden with color, beauty, and life. It is not about lying to yourself or pretending that everything is easy. It is about choosing words that reflect hope, effort, and belief in your ability to grow. Instead of saying, "I can't do this," try saying, "I can learn how to do this." Instead of saying, "I always fail," say, "I failed this time, but next time I'll do better." These words gently guide your mind to see challenges as chances to learn, rather than as proof of weakness. Remember, the garden you will walk through tomorrow depends on the seeds you plant today. If you fill your daily speech with doubt, fear, and negativity, the path ahead will feel dark and heavy. But if you fill your words with hope, courage, and determination, your future will feel brighter and more open, even when difficulties appear. It may feel awkward at first to change your words. You might catch yourself saying something negative and have to correct it. That's okay. Each time you choose different words, you strengthen the habit of speaking with hope. Over time, this habit becomes natural. Your words are among the few things in life you fully control. You cannot control what happens tomorrow, but you can control how you speak about it today, and in doing so, you quietly shape the road ahead. So speak of your future with hope, not doubt. Plant words like, "I can," "I will try," and "it's possible." Watch them grow into confidence and action. Your future begins with the words you choose right now, and every small, hopeful word you speak today becomes a step toward the life you truly want to build. Chapter 9. The Discipline of Speech. Just like training your body to be strong and healthy, training your speech also takes discipline. Words are powerful tools, but they are tools that need care, practice, and attention. If you do not practice how to use your words well, they can become sharp like swords that hurt, or soft and weak, lost in noise. But when you train your speech, your words become clear, kind, and strong. One important way to build this discipline is to create daily habits that help you control how you speak. Here are 3 simple habits you can practice every day to make your speech better and more powerful. The first habit is to set a morning intention. Every morning, before you start your day, take a moment to decide how you want to speak that day. You can choose a goal, such as speaking kindly to others, listening more than talking, or avoiding gossip or complaining. By deciding this early, you prepare your mind to use words carefully. This morning intention acts like a guide throughout your day. When you notice yourself about to say something harsh or unnecessary, you remember your intention and stop. Setting this intention is a way to control your words before they even leave your mouth. The second habit is evening reflection. At the end of each day, spend a few minutes thinking quietly about the words you spoke that day. Ask yourself questions like, did I speak with kindness? Did I listen well? Did I say something that hurt someone? Did I avoid speaking when silence would have been better? Reflecting on your speech helps you learn from your mistakes and celebrate your successes. This habit keeps you aware of how your words affect others and helps you make better choices tomorrow. It is not about judging yourself harshly, but about growing and improving a little every day. The third habit is daily reading. Reading wise words from books, poems, or quotes can teach you new ways to express yourself. When you read carefully chosen words, you fill your mind with examples of kindness, courage, and truth. These words become a source of inspiration. They help you find new ideas and better ways to explain your thoughts and feelings. Reading also builds your vocabulary, giving you more words to choose from when you speak. Over time, this practice makes your speech more interesting, clear, and meaningful. Together, these three habits, morning intention, evening reflection, and daily reading, create a strong foundation for the discipline of speech. They help you take control of your words like a craftsman controls his tools. You do not have to be perfect. Every day is a chance to practice and improve. Remember, words are tools. Just like a knife or a hammer needs to be kept sharp and clean to work well, your words need daily care and practice. If you neglect your speech, your words might become careless or harmful. But if you practice with discipline, your words become sharp, strong, and helpful. They can build up people, solve problems, and open doors. Over time, this discipline changes not only your speech, but also your mind and your heart. You become someone who speaks with confidence and kindness. You become someone others trust and respect because your words always carry meaning and care. So start today. Set your morning intention. Reflect on your day's words before sleep. Read something wise and beautiful every day. These simple steps will help you train your speech. And with daily practice, your words will become your greatest strength. Discipline in speech is not just about what you say, it is about who you become. And with each day's practice, you grow closer to the person you want to be. Chapter 10. The Weapon and the Master. Think of your words as a sword. A sword is a powerful tool. In the hands of someone careless or angry, a sword can be dangerous. It can cause harm without meaning to, or even by mistake. But in the hands of a skilled master, a sword becomes a tool of justice and protection. It can defend, protect, and bring peace. The same is true for your words. They can either hurt or help, destroy or build, depending on how you use them. The goal is not to never speak at all. Speaking is a natural part of being human. We need words to share ideas, to ask for help, to comfort others, and to express ourselves. The goal is to become the master of your words, to speak with skill, care, and purpose. To use your words like a master uses a sword, with control, precision, and respect. Mastery of words does not mean perfection. No one is perfect. Everyone makes mistakes. Sometimes we say things we regret, sometimes our words don't come out right, or we misunderstand others. But a true master learns from these mistakes. They reflect on what went wrong, and they keep working to improve. Each mistake becomes a lesson, not a failure. This is how you grow stronger in controlling your speech. When you master your words, you become strong. You no longer waste your energy on useless speech, like gossip, complaints, or anger. Instead, you focus your words where they matter most. You save your strength for important conversations and moments. This strength gives you confidence because you know your words carry weight and purpose. You also become wise. Wisdom means knowing when to speak and when to listen. It means understanding which words will help and which will harm. When you speak only what matters, your words become clearer and more meaningful. People listen because they know your words are honest and thoughtful. Wisdom in speech builds respect and trust. Mastery also makes you kind. Your words become tools to heal and encourage others, not to hurt or tear down. You speak with kindness even when it is difficult. You understand that words can leave deep marks, and you choose to leave marks of care and hope. Kind words can lift people's spirits, bring peace to conflicts, and create bonds that last. This kindness does not mean weakness. It means strength guided by love. Your words become a weapon, not a weapon to harm others, but a weapon to fight against ignorance, fear, and negativity. With your words, you can challenge wrong ideas, inspire courage, and bring light into dark places. A master word user uses this power to protect what is good and to build what is true. Think about heroes in stories or history. They often carry swords, but their true power is in their wisdom and kindness, not just their strength. Your words are your sword. When you become the master of your words, you become a hero in your own life and in the lives of those around you. Remember, mastery is a journey, not a destination. Each day you can practice choosing your words carefully. Each day you can pause before you speak. Ask yourself why you are speaking and what you want to create with your words. Each day you get stronger, wiser, and kinder. So hold your sword, your words, with respect. Train yourself to use it well. When you do, you will find that your words become one of your greatest strengths. They will protect you, empower you, and help you create a better world for yourself and others. You are not just a speaker. You are the master of your words. And that mastery can change everything. Final thoughts. Speak like it matters, because it does. Every word you say leaves a mark on your life and on the lives of others. Words are more than just sounds or letters. They carry power. They shape how people feel, how they think, and how they see the world. If you want to change your life for the better, the first step is to change your words. The way you speak to yourself and others matters deeply. Speak less, but mean more. Don't fill the air with empty noise or careless talk. Instead, choose words that carry meaning and purpose. When you speak with meaning, people listen. Your voice becomes a tool for connection, healing, and growth. Speak with kindness, not hate. Kindness in your words can open hearts, heal wounds, and build bridges. Hate only destroys and divides. Let your speech be a source of light, even when the world around you feels dark. Speak hope, not despair. Your words have the power to inspire courage and resilience. When you speak with hope, you help others see the possibility of better days ahead. This hope can lift both you and those who hear you. And when silence is better, choose silence. Silence is not empty. It is a space for thought, respect, and calm. Knowing when to speak and when to listen is one of the greatest skills you can learn. At English Achieve, we believe in the power of words to change lives. Your words are free to say, but their cost, or their value, is priceless. Control your words like a weapon. Use them to build, protect, and inspire. Remember, once words leave your mouth, they live forever in the hearts and minds of others. So speak like it matters, because it truly does. Your words are your power. Use them well.